What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and the past few days have not been very good for Star Wars after the backlash for Disney and Lucasfilm after firing Gina Carano over her political beliefs. And now they are getting absolutely destroyed, roasted on social media after the ridiculous virtue signal they tried to make for Black History Month by trying to promote Black History Month using a character that they sidelined, that they destroyed, that they shrunk, literally shrunk his face in a poster to try to get more money. These people are absolutely disgusting, and they are getting destroyed on social media right now. This is the post we're talking about. Obviously, John Boyega's character of Finn was destroyed in this sequel trilogy, and not only that, but they tried to hide him. We have talked about several times the posters in China. They physically shrunk him so that they wouldn't be showing a black character so prominently to the Chinese audiences. This is who Lucasfilm is. This is what Disney is. They say that they care about representation, about equality, all of this garbage, but in reality, all they want is money. They don't actually care about all these things they pretend to. Take a look at this. Storytelling is at its heart, is at the heart of being human, and black representation in all media gives us the opportunity to feel like we're part of this world we're living in, to be seen and heard. More gives us a chance to feel like we're understood by those consuming our stories. Seen and heard more? Really? John Boyega, the guy who's been complaining about his character being completely cucked and sidelined, and then you literally shrunk him so he could not be seen. Before we even get on with the quote, let's just look at it because I've been talking about it already. This is Gary when he retweeted it. Lots of retweets, lots of comments on this post. Abhorrent is as abhorrent does. Hashtag we love Gina Carano. And look at this. This is the release almost everywhere except for China. John Boyega featured pretty prominently, right? The only people that are bigger than him are Kylo Ren and Rey. Other than that, he is the biggest, most prominent character, and that makes sense. He's a big part of that movie. What about in China? To get that Chinese money, what do? You absolutely cuck. You decide that you don't actually care about these values, this representation, this diversity. You shrink him down to teeny tiny. I think Phasma might be bigger than Finn in this because they did not want to display a black character like that in China. Absolutely insane. This is what I said. You motherfuckers tried to hide him in the Force Awakens poster in China, and you really have the balls to tweet this out. And let's just continue this ridiculous virtue signal using this image of Finn. Stories can show how a character can overcome struggles and conflict, and see someone like yourself in that story is a springboard for the imagination. Introduce that to an eager mind of a child, and you inspire the next generation of storytellers and beyond. Mel Milton, artist of this Finn illustration for Black History Month. Hashtag Black History always. Well, always, unless it involves money. Because if it involves money, you don't actually care, as you have demonstrated over and over again. Now, look at this, right? This is a pretty good picture, great art, shout out to the artist. It sucks that they are now using this to try to virtue signal for Black History Month because they're getting called out by everybody. Now, usually when I go to quote tweets, one thing that I'll do is I'll pick out a couple of the best ones, right? To really show you guys some of the anger, some of the people who are really upset about this stuff. I'm not going to do that this time. I just straight went to quote tweets. It's probably in order of the time it was done. And let's just see people's reaction. How are you going to use John Boyega's image for the purpose of virtue signaling and looking diverse when he's spoken countless times about the racism he suffered while starring in your films? You literally sideline him due to being black. And I do happen to have this pulled up because I knew we were going to talk about this at some point. John Boyega, I'm the only cast member whose experience of Star Wars was based on their race. Now, when you look at everything he said, I do think there were some things he was definitely over the line about and really maybe over-exaggerating some. But it's very true that they decided to shrink his role and his image for the international audience because diversity, I cannot believe the coldness and ruthlessness you still exploiting John Boyega in the BLM movement after the way you treated him in this character. And that's the thing. There's a lot of Black Lives Matter people that are upset about this because what did Star Wars do when it was kosher to talk about Black Lives Matter? When Black Lives Matter was monetizable for free PR, Lucasfilm claimed they always supported John Boyega and the black community, even though they racially sidelined John and his character Finn for years. Now they're doing it again for Black History Month. When do the insults end? The answer is never. Not to anyone. And of course, we stand with and support you, John Boyega. How many people has Star Wars said this to? 2 people that I can remember. John Boyega, when he was, being completely hyperbolic about everything that was going on with the Black Lives Matter movement. And then Christina Ariel, another black woman who called all white people racist. Those are the people they decided to stand with. Not a lot of the people like, Gina Carano, who was receiving harassment fucking daily. Thousands and thousands of tweets on the daily attacking her. No, we don't stand with her. In fact, we're going to fire her for political beliefs. Fuck these people, man. Let's keep going. Y'all forgot about this, huh? There you go. Hey, every fucking idiot named Base Newsman of the West, this is an actual thing worth getting upset over. Not lying on the timeline during Black History Month like this, not pretending you've had his character and this actor's back, not thinking we forgot about how hard you sidelined him. Look at this. But you portrayed him as a clown. Look at all this. This is all bad. It is just sorted by time. The most recent ones. You treated his character like shit. I wonder how Boyega feels like this. Lying during Black History Month, bold as hell. Look at this. And, we saw it yesterday. Bounty in the Comics wrote this article about it, pointing out all of this hypocrisy. Star Wars official Twitter account uses illustration of John Boyega to virtue signal for black representation, ignoring Disney's treatment of the actor and character. And they talk about exactly what we said. They show these tweets, and then they say, however, given not only Disney's treatment of Finn throughout the sequel trilogy, but also actor John Boyega's constant criticisms towards the company, it's hard to see the sharing of Milton's piece by the official Star Wars Twitter account as anything more than empty virtue signaling. Talking about him having discussions on set about what they've done to his character and the writers on Star Wars. People saying, or when he said it was their problem, they should be the ones that are embarrassed about those movies. He has called them out over and over again. It's not good, said Boyega, of Finn's character art. I'll say it straight up. Like, you guys knew what to do with Daisy Ridley. You knew what to do with Adam Driver. You knew what to do with all these people. But when it came to Kelly Marie Tran, when it came to John Boyega, fuck all. So what do you want me to say? I enjoyed being a part of it. It was a great experience. Nah. I'll take that deal when it was a great experience. They gave all the nuance to Adam Driver, all the nuance to Daisy Ridley. Now, I do have to stop John Boyega there. I appreciate him calling out Star Wars. I appreciate him doing all these things. This post in and of itself, I think, is cringe. I think it's cringe to virtue signal like this for any type of month or any type of thing like that. It's stupid. And what John Boyega said in this whole thing, listen, they didn't have nuance with Daisy Ridley or Adam Driver. Kylo Ren and Rey were characters that had no idea what the fuck they're doing with. Nobody had a plan. Everybody was fucked in this entire sequel trilogy. And I don't really care about Finn's character arc, but what I do care about is a company continuing to demonstrate their fucking hypocrisy, the double standards, and we're gonna call it out. Disney has taken this to a next level with the virtue signaling, with this garbage. Star Wars used to be for everyone before 2012. Before Disney bought Star Wars was for everyone. You didn't need to talk about it all the time like that. You didn't need to virtue signal and pander to all these different groups. Star Wars was for everyone. And then Disney bought it. Now, it's very clear that Star Wars is not for everyone. If you don't associate well with the Chinese Communist Party in China, well, it's not really for you, at least not right now. If you have political think that doesn't fall in line with the far left echo chamber, well, Star Wars just isn't for you. That's what is going on at Disney, and that's why stupid stuff like this is so ridiculous and why they're getting ass blasted all over social media. But let me know your take on this hypocrisy, this Black History Month tweet. Let me know. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. I'll talk to you guys later.